Taking kids off their parents' hands is big business, and PGL is the biggest kids' holiday company in Europe. Boss Floyd Ballantyne is responsible for taking 125,000 children on holiday every year. But it's been 20 years since he's had to take care of the kids himself. The small customers deliver small profits, so Ballantyne employs cheap staff called groupies, mostly students, out to have fun.
We never have enough money to do all the things that the sales and marketing guys would like to do on centre. And therefore, trying to allocate scarce resources is a continual battle.
To discover how the kids and his staff enjoy it and how he can make more money, Ballantyne is off to his biggest centre to be one of his own groupies for a week.
Yes, please.
So how will he cope with demanding clients?
If you ask him questions, he knows nothing.
Staff accommodation.
Some people have been in these green tents for about 2 months.
And setting a good example.
I've had a bit of a complaint from one of the kids that you swore again in front of them.
Absolutely not.
How will he survive a week with 600 of his youngest customers? Saturday, and Ballantyne prepares to leave home, and his partner, Alison.
Well, mostly stuff that I don't mind getting too wet, too muddy.
The thing he's going to miss most is probably the home comforts, decent bed that's not surrounded by canvas.
Something warm.
And also going out with mates on a Friday night, I think.
Thick, warm socks. Kids are expecting an 18 to 22-year-old trendy looking groupie, male or female, and they're going to get this 40-year-old bloke with grey hair turning up. So, I'm going to have to establish a little bit of credibility without trying to force it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
His own children, Tom and Ella, have their advice.
To have fun, but don't go over the top.
Be relaxed. He's always stressing out about things.
Ballantyne started life at PGL when he was a student himself, on the dirtiest jobs.
I first started at PGL in 1980 as a site and stores man, or more prosaically known as bogs and bins. And I did that for a season in the south of France, and I'm quite happy to say that was probably the best bogs and bins man the company's ever had.
Can the ex-loo cleaner be the best at Boreatton Park, his largest centre? He's met by the manager.
You're looking nervous, Floyd.
I am nervous. I haven't been a groupie for 20 years, mate. And I know this is a young person's game, basically, Anthony. And I don't know if I've got the energy to keep going for 20 hours a day for the next few days, basically, but we'll see.
There are over 60 other groupies who have been working together all summer. Many of them are teenagers.
Brand new groupie, want to turn around and give a big appearance to look Floyd. There, please, our new groupie.
It's midday Saturday, and Ballantyne's first job is to join in and welcome the 600 children.
Hi, Jay. She's a girl. We're your groupies for the week. We're going to be looking after you, making sure you've got no problems or anything like that, yeah?
They're twins.
Excellent.
Ballantyne will be looking after a group of 24 kids. Leah and Hannah size up their new groupie. He will have to remember the golden rules for groupies. No hitting, no threatening, and absolutely no swearing.
Can I get that for you? It's like a pack horse here. You're cheeky.
Do you want to be the original canoeists? Yeah!
Ballantyne's first challenge. 2 canoes, 8 girls, and lots of water.
This is a nightmare. Middle, Laura, you paddle backwards, paddle forward. What's your... Laura, swap hands. Put your other hand on top and your other hand in the middle.
No!
Two of them and there's 8 of us.
No!
Get up.
They weren't very good.
Why?
Us three stood up. It was us three that were doing the work. It was us three who were doing the work and we stood up. Doing nothing.
I'm not sure how I came to find myself in a boat. I'm not looking after them, I'm not entirely sure, but it's probably not a surprise that I fell in.
Back at the house, two of Ballantyne's other customers, Dan and Lewis, aren't pleased with the service. They asked to be together, but were put in separate accommodation.
I was in the wrong room, so I had to go up to this room. That was quite a trek.
Well, I thought I'd have to make do without a friend near me, but the same age and everything. We were expected to be in the same room. So we don't know how we were in the wrong room.
Ballantyne wants to know why the booking information sent from head office was wrong.
We get some kids on their notes that says they have to be with certain kids.
Yeah.
And it just seems that maybe the people at head office don't seem to realise we physically can't put them into these groups. And it's just when the parents arrive and
smart.
you've got 250 parents arriving and you're like, well, every parent could have the same kind of problem.
I mean, this is obviously plugged into a computer at head office. Yeah. If you had access to that same database here, like a screen, so daily or weekly, whenever you could actually look at these things, presumably the person could be here saying, can't do this.
Well, to be honest, we do. We've got this modem system up here that we use for that kind of thing. But to be honest, I'm not actually sure how it works because we've not used it that much this season. I know it was getting repaired earlier on.
It looks like something out of a 1968 Star Trek movie.
Yeah,
actually,
I mean,
it doesn't look like a
retro.
terribly modern bit of kit, really.
It's 1999 and PGL still sends most of its information by post, so once it arrives and is processed, it's out of date. Shocked by the information problems, he calls on the centre manager.
The biggest problem I've got at the park at the moment is just too much time spent on prehistoric administration.
I noticed with your IT, you've managed to write the word quack to go across your screen every 4 seconds. Is that the limit of your technological development, Anthony, or...?
Well, that's actually my PC, Floyd.
That's your personal PC? That's not a PGL PC? Why haven't you got a PGL PC?
That's a good question.
There may be a chronic lack of computers, but what's bothering the kids now is bedtime.
Now, it's 5 to 9. Now, listen, is Ash back in the room? He needs a good night's sleep, and so do the rest of you. Go to the bathrooms and you get sorted out, and I'm going to come back in a few minutes. I want you in bed ready. Once you've got your brother back, OK, straight into bed, and we'll come and check in a few minutes. Shh.
Night-night, Billy.
Night-night.
While the children stay in the manor house, Ballantyne and other new groupies have rather different accommodation.
Well, this is home for the next few days.
It was a long time ago that this day started, and I've done an awful lot in it. Yeah, I could do with a good night's sleep.
Morning, and Ballantyne needs a shower. They're occupied.
And how many are down there at the moment?
20 people live in the tents, and they have just 4 showers.
They all full?
15 people in the tent. It's a bit of a nightmare, because especially in the mornings.
Yeah.
And you've got, say, 30 groupies getting up at the same time, all wanting a shower. So you have to get up. Everyone has to get up a lot earlier than they need to, just to make sure they get a shower.
Let's see the glamorous toilets as well.
Oh, right, these ours as well?
Yeah.
Now, these aren't the best looking things, are they?
This one consists of a drain pipe on the wall. That's the toilet. It's quite glamorous, this one. That's it. That's your drain pipe.
And guess what?
No loo roll?
Yeah.
Marvellous.
The groupies living in dormitories and tents pay about £65 a week for accommodation and facilities, out of their average wage of £135. Jennifer and Amy are 2 of the best paid, but want to challenge the boss.
What actually is the services that we pay for?
As you know, I don't know, what's your net pay at the moment?
We both get £72, 43 pence, because we're both returning staff.
OK, the services would be things like the food, things like shower facilities, things like drying facilities and all that type of thing.